All right, welcome back, everybody. Now, while you and I were busy enjoying the festive season with family and friends at the comfort of our familiar surroundings, Katchie Nzama was on an adventure of a lifetime, traveling across Africa using public transport, camping and backpacking in foreign lands. Now, her journey began in Cape Town and she traveled 11 different countries to her final destination, Cairo. So she really did take that Cape to Cairo thing very seriously. Well, she joins us in studio to talk about her backpacking adventure. Good to have you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you.
I mean, this Cape to Cairo adventure, what inspired it? Why did you want to do it?
A lot of things inspired it. I wanted to promote Africa to Africans. Also, there was a bit of a rebellious streak on my part where I'm a 26-year-old young African woman. And at home, they kept asking, when are you getting married?
Oh, yeah.
And when are you having kids? And I'm not in that space yet. So yes. It was just kind of a way to show young African women as well, to say, your aspirations don't have to be all about getting married and having a husband and kids and things like that.
Yeah, you can do more.
You can do more, yeah.
So you decided to just travel around Africa?
I did.
Okay, now, so that was the inspiration behind it all. So you decided to do this not necessarily with a vehicle or not on your own steam, but to actually use public transport.
I used public transport, yes.
Okay, talk to me about this. So you left Cape Town, how?
I left Cape Town and I went into Ukhrabi's in the Northern Cape. I figured I might as well just start and do South Africa first before I go explore other countries. And then I went into Namibia.
Yeah.
And then from Namibia, I went into into Botswana, into Zimbabwe, Malawi, Tanzania, Zambia. Also, I did Zambia, and then Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, then Egypt.
Wow, you did this all alone?
Yes, I did.
Did you, at any time, was it nerve-wracking for you? Did you feel unsafe at all? Or, what were some of the emotions you went through?
Not at all. I got really homesick when I was in Tanzania. But at no point did I ever feel scared, because what I realized was when people see me, when people see me and they realize that I'm all alone, what they do is then they all just want to try and protect me. Their first instinct was, let's protect her, because I'm all alone. But it was actually really, really safe.
So at no time you felt under threat, or no incidences happened to you?
No.
And that really sort of, I mean, when one thinks about a woman alone traveling through Africa, you automatically think, oh my gosh, no, that's not the safest thing to do. But your experience was completely different.
It was completely different, also because I was couch surfing. So basically, I found people online, and I said, hey, I'm going to be in your country for a couple of weeks. Can I come sleep on your couch?
Wow.
And these were people that I had never met. Only we probably spoke like once or twice, and they gave me their numbers. They're like, hey, when you get at the bus stop, give me a call, I'll come pick you up. And since then, I have family all across Africa.
You're one brave woman. I want to look at some of these photographs of yours. Talk to me about this. So where were you here?
This is me trying to pole Makoro in the Okavango Delta in Botswana.
Okay.
It was really, really hard. The current just ended up taking me, and I was like, no. And there's crocodiles in there, by the way.
Oh, you're kidding me.
There's crocodiles and hippos.
Okay, so that's the Okavango. Have we got some more photos? Can we just flick into another photograph? No, they're going to put another photograph on. But out of all the different countries that you went to, let's unveil what you found. So, who would you say? Okay, quickly, let's talk about this one.
That's a whole lot of friends that were also camping in the Okavango Delta. So we all just started going together. And that's me in Cape Town. I hiked up Lion's Head, so I was putting the moon back up.
That's a beautiful photograph, nicely captured. You got a good camera person, whoever your camera person is.
It was just random people that I was meeting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you didn't have a selfie stick with you, huh?
No.
Now, next time you know to take one.
Next time I'm going to take one, yeah.
Okay, so let's do a little snap quiz for you now. Who do you think were the friendliest people that you met? Which is the friendliest country
you went to?
Malawians.
And then the Sudanese.
Okay, really?
Yes.
So Malawi and
Sudan,
are the friendliest people that you encountered. How much did your backpack weigh?
I think about 22 kilograms. Oh. That's just the big backpack on the back. And then the front one, which had my laptop and my cameras and everything else. I don't even remember how much that weighed, but it was close to 30.
You must have lost weight on this journey.
Actually, I put on weight.
Oh, you put on weight?
Yeah, everybody was trying to feed me.
Wow, that is stunning. Now,
that was
that?
in Zimbabwe. I got invited to a traditional wedding, so I put on my Chivenda attire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who were the unfriendliest?
Tanzania was a bit difficult.
Don't say that. I'm about to go to Tanzania. Why?
It was mainland was a bit difficult, but Zanzibar was a dream.
Okay, I'm going there too. So yeah. Zanzibar's nice.
Zanzibar is amazing.
But mainland is not so nice.
It is okay, but it was... The people were okay, but some people were they just did not understand how I'm African and I don't speak Swahili. So, yeah. But
so they got upset by that.
Yeah.
So they're very proud.
They're very, very proud people, yeah.
And that is it's a big thing. I think as you travel through Africa, you find that the different cultures are very, very proud.
Yes.
And if you stand on their toes in any way, beware.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But I did eventually learn a bit of Swahili, but I'm still terrible.
Sure you did. I'm sure you did, just so you can get through.
Yeah.
Where was the longest you stayed?
The longest I stayed was in Kenya because I had to get my visas for Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt. Yeah.
Did you encounter any logistical nightmares? Because a lot of people talk that is one of the biggest problems that go through, is the logistics and, I suppose you have to... I don't know, you tell me. What was that like?
Ethiopia refused to give me a visa. They said, no, go back to South Africa. If you want a visa, go back to South Africa. We're not giving you one. And I said, I have traveled this far. Can't go back home.
Yeah.
And they said, no. If you want a visa, you have to fly in. Then you can get it for $50 at the airport. And which I could not afford to buy a flight. I could not afford to buy a flight ticket.
Yeah, cool.
So I went on Facebook and I said, guys, I'm that girl sitting on a pavement right now crying my eyes out because this could be how my journey ends.
Oh, no.
And a good Samaritan out of nowhere just said, hey, can I have your ID number and your name per your ID book? And they bought me a flight ticket into Addis.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you didn't get to go into Ethiopia?
I did. I had to fly in. That was the only way I could get a visa.
Oh, that was the only way you can get in was to fly in.
So I had to fly in. And then Sudan and Egypt, it was easy to get the visas because what I did was every country I traveled, I would visit the South African embassy. So I went to the South African embassy in Nairobi and I said, guys, I need these visas. And if I gave these people my bank statements, they are not letting me into their country.
Yes.
So can you help me out? And they gave me, they wrote a letter for me. So I was sort of under diplomatic status. And Sudan... Yeah, I got the visa for $50. And then when you get there, that's when you realize you need to pay $50 extra for being a tourist into their country. And then if you spend more than 3 days, and obviously I was going to spend more than 3 days because of just the nightmare that it is to travel through Sudan on land. And also I had to pay another $20 departure tax.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, logistical nightmares. Look at this photograph.
That is actually a cinema in Nkata Bay.
It's a cinema?
That is a cinema.
You're joking.
Those guys were watching a movie.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Wait, where did you say this is?
It's in Nkata Bay in Malawi.
This is in Malawi?
That is in Malawi.
They pay to come and watch this?
They pay to come and watch, but then there's like a window with a curtain and all the young kids who don't have money just come and just move the window.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Did you fall in love along the way?
No. I broke a lot of hearts, but I never fell in love.
That's my girl. You broke the hearts.
I broke a lot of hearts.
Where's this? What were you making?
That was also in Malawi. I did a village tour, and I had to grind some cassava. It was the hardest thing to do. But this little girl that I'm doing it with, she was such a professional.
Yeah.
But I had difficulty doing it.
I suppose from that age, if you're doing it, you become a professional.
Yeah, so I was terrible. Even the grandmothers were laughing at me.
But I mean, it just, like you said, it looks like you just formed part of these families. They expected nothing from you and gave you everything.
They gave me everything. The people, when they saw me, most of them actually believed I was a local.
Yeah.
And the reason I cannot speak their language was because I left the country when I was still too young.
Yeah.
But because I looked like everyone else. But it was quite odd. It was quite odd that I don't speak their language. But also another thing that always made me stand out was the fact that I had short hair.
Oh, okay.
And for them, they're not used to women having short hair, and this is really old.
Okay.
So
so that's how you stood out. You know, what date did you do this? When was the period you did this?
I started on the 4th of November.
Yeah.
And I got back 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
The xenophobia incidences were happening while you were away.
They were.
Were you confronted with questions? Did anybody address you about them? Did you get treated differently?
The thing is, what I realized was, when it comes to racism and xenophobia, those are issues in Southern Africa. When you move up East Africa and North Africa, nobody really cares about it. It's, you are African, you are one of us, you are our child. So as in North Africa, they're not even aware of it. I had to bring it up to my friends that were hosting me and say, this is what's breaking my heart at the moment.
Yeah.
This is going on back at home. And I feel like these people are my family.
Yeah.
And now somebody's going and attacking my family because these are the people who hosted me in their houses. They loved me unconditionally. Like, I had not just met them 2 days before. They fed me every day. And every time I moved from one country to the next, they always followed up to find out, are you happy where you are? Are you comfortable where you are? If something is wrong, just let us know so that we can get you another place to stay or anything.
Yeah.
So these are people who kept following up on it.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. I think that's a message we need to push out there very, very fast. But if you want to follow these wonderful adventures, travel Mzansi. Now, it's MZANTSI.com.
Yes.
Follow it. There's a website. Everything, your whole journey is documented here. That's amazing. I look so forward to speaking to you about your next adventure. Do you know what it is?
East Africa is
That's the next one,
yeah.
East Africa.
Maybe
Well
I'll take
done.
a card this time.
You are brave. Katchie Nzama, she's amazing. Absolutely stunning. But I have to tell you something. I think the message that you left us with is the reason we're going to leave the program with this song. We're going to play out with this anti-xenophobia song from Young Artists Unite. The music video was co-directed by our very own Sam Marshall. In fact, he's up next in